What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skip, aka Skip and Tosh here of the Sacktown Breakdown. Thank you so much for tuning back in. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, thanks for joining us again. Because we got a win, baby. Oh, yeah. Harrison Barnes, Hail Mary full of grace, throws that thing up, and the Sacramento Kings defeat the Phoenix Suns 110-107. So, of course, we are going to break it down. Again, my name is Skip, a.k.a. Skip and Tosh. I am your main man here at the Sacktown Breakdown, breaking down and recapping these Kings games, giving you our unique takes that you're not going to find everywhere else. That's why it's so important that you hit the subscribe button. Follow us on this journey. We're going to be covering all 82 games in the NBA season and even having some topics in between time. I did give a recap of the 2021 offseason. So if you're already subscribed or if you're looking for additional content on days where we didn't have games to cover, videos like that may pop up here and then. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications so that way you won't miss a video. We'll just get straight into it because this was exciting, man. I was not confident about this game. I was not confident about us getting a win in Phoenix, but it happened. So, dang it, we're freaking gonna talk about it. Sacramento Kings, at the last minute, literally the last second, defeat the Phoenix Suns 110-107. Let's start off in the first quarter. Kings were outscored 29-23. Second quarter, outscored again 32-30. Third quarter, we turned it up on both ends of the floor. 29 for the Kings, 15 for the Phoenix Suns. But unfortunately, those fourth quarter issues still occurred. We got outscored in the fourth quarter by 3 points. But thank goodness for Harrison Barnes setting the record straight for us. Putting a pin in this game because you do not want to go. I repeat, you do not want to go into overtime. I repeat, you don't want to go into overtime against the Phoenix Suns defending Western Conference champions. You don't want to do it. So you got to get the job done. You got to get out of there quick. And luckily we were able to do that. Go take a look at the game leaders as it catches up to us. Buddy Hield, 26 points. Devin Booker, 31 points. Richaun Holmes, 12 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton, 21 rebounds. DeAaron Fox with 9 assists, and that's what you love to see from your point guard. Devin Booker, though, with 8 assists. Very good. And Buddy Hield with 2 blocks. We might as well call him Buddy Steal tonight because he was stealing that thing, taking on the form of Swiper. And Jay Crowder with 2 steals. You could see that it was not us who had the momentum in this game. All throughout the game, if you follow along, you see the probability that the Phoenix Suns was going to be winning. But even in the third, when we were outscoring them, and they went cold, only scored 15 points. That's not what things were looking like, but things are going our way. We'll talk about how the lead got given up. We gave up the lead. Since it was a tie, it went back to Phoenix's favor. But boom, literally at the last second, Kings pull out the victory. Let's take a look at how the teams performed, and then we'll get over to stats, and we'll just start breaking the game down. Not going to take too much time with the numbers, but they're important because they don't tell the whole story, but they do tell the story. Field goal percentage, they got us by just 1%. They were 42 of 93. We were 42 of 95. So both teams made the same amount of buckets. Some are worth more than others. And really, before the last shot of the game, they had made one more bucket than us on a fast break steal. And okay, so 3-point percentage, we shot much better this game. We shot 39.5%, while they shot 6 of 22 at 27%. So we made 15 threes out of 38, and we had not been shooting the three very great before. So that is a sight for sore eyes right there. We actually beat them in free throws, and I was surprised at how many free throws Devin Booker actually missed this game. And we'll go and look at that stat as well. But we made 11 of our 15 free throws for 73%. Still not a good enough percentage to me. That's about where we hover. That's not going to get it done for a team that, quote unquote, wants to make it into the postseason, wants to make it into the playoffs, wants to end this playoff drought that all of us are just over. But Yeah, and they were just right below us, 70%, 17 out of 24. You can see who still goes to the line more. That's another discussion too. We got out-rebounded, 56 rebounds to 40. This is the first time I've seen us get out-rebounded so massively. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense. Offensive rebounds, they had 14 to our 8. Steals, we had 7. They had 6. Blocks, we were tied 6-6. And turnovers, we were tied at 11. Probability of the game was going to Phoenix. They had a 75% vote of confidence that they would be winning this game versus us only having a 25% vote of confidence that we would be winning that game. And again, they're the defending Western Conference champs. Like, that's kind of what you would expect, right? So fair enough. Let's take a look at their stats, the Phoenix Suns. So Booker in 36 minutes had 31 points. He was 12 of 28, 2 of 6 from 3. Usually performs a little better than that, but usually I feel like he shoots a little more than that too. 6 rebounds, 8 assists for D-Book, 1 steal. DeAndre Ayton in his 33 minutes had 21 points. He was 9 of 12, very good. Had 21 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton had it's DeAndre Ayton. Massive game, 21 and 21. Gosh, he was just having his way down there. McCall Bridges, 33 minutes, 15 points, 7 to 12, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Jay Crowder, 31 minutes, had 10 points. He was 4 of 12, but 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Jay Crowder doing Jay Crowder things. Chris Paul in his 29 minutes only had 6 points. He was 1 of 10 from the field. Chris Paul did not shoot a three-pointer. That's a sign to me that Chris Paul is not healthy. There's no two ways about that. Something's wrong with Chris Paul when he is, only getting to the line, shooting zero three-pointers, shooting no three-pointers at all. And but he did have 8 assists, of course, and 2 steals. Elfrid Payton played 13 minutes. He had 10 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. JaVale McGee in his 14 minutes felt like he was out there longer than that, but he had 7 points and 11 rebounds himself. Landry Shamet was playing more effectively than he actually was effective. 18 minutes, 4 points. He shot 1 3-pointer and made 3-pointer, and he's a 3-point specialist. And, and the biggest surprise, these games are being late. It's been a long day. I apologize. Biggest surprise, really, Cam Johnson in his 22 minutes only had 1 point. He was 0 for 4 from the field. And he only had 1 rebound and 1 block. Did not have a good game. And Cam Johnson is a player that I really like and I appreciate. I like his game. I can see his effectiveness. Lanky, good body, but was not as effective for a squad tonight. Harrison Barnes, who's been so consistent for the Kings. In his 38 minutes, he had 23 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 3 offensive rebounds for a total of 9 rebounds, 4 assists, only 1 turnover, only 1 foul. Very, very efficient game from Harrison Barnes. DeAaron Fox in his 36 minutes, 18 points. We're going to talk about that. 7 of 10 from the field. We're going to talk about that. 1 of 5 from 3. There's nothing to talk about. 3 of 7 from the free throw. He can't keep shooting free throws as poorly. I mean, it's your 5th season, man. It's your 5th season, and we're trying to end this drought. Like, you can't keep shooting like this. I mean, like, you may continue to, but if I'll put it to you like this: if you keep shooting free throws like this, we're not getting to the postseason. We're gonna talk more about that. Let's get on to everybody else. We're gonna come back around to DeAaron Fox. Tyrese Haliburton, 34 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 11 from the field. He was more aggressive tonight, 2 of 5 from 3. That's what you want to see from Tyrese Haliburton. 1 of 1 from the field, from the charity stripe. 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 block. Richaun Holmes, 29 minutes, 12 points, 12 rebounds. That's like a solid game from Richaun. If it was like 15 and 12, you'd be like, oh, that's a really good game. If it was like 18 and 12, you'd be like, he was balling. But DeAndre Ayton, reversed that. He had 21. Richaun Holmes had 12. Gosh, that hurts. Mo Harkless, 24 minutes, 2 points. Missed his 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block. He's out there being long and lanky, on the defensive end. he tracks very well on the floor too, and that's part of what makes him so effective, along with his very long arms and wingspan. Buddy Hield, 27 minutes, 26 points, 8 of 17 from the field, 7 of 11 from 3. 7-11, baby, roll the dice. We eating chicken tonight. 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers. Ouch. And let me tell you, those hurt us. But 2 steals and 2 blocks for Buddy Hield. Some defense, baby. Alex Len, who was a staple for us and really, really helped us as far as bigs tonight. 18 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from 3. I told y'all Alex Len can hit corner threes. I told y'all. He had 2 turnovers, but he had 1 steal, 1 block, and like I said, only 3 rebounds. D. Mitch, 19 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Very, very nice. Doing his best to try to contain Chris Paul out there, and as well as Devin Booker when he was switched on to him. Tristan Thompson played 1 minute, and that was that. Terrence Davis, my main man, 100 grand, has not found his rhythm yet. 10 minutes, 0 points, like 0 of 7, 0 of 4 from 3. At least he did have 1 rebound. He had 2 assists, and he had a steal. That's that. Let's go back over to DeAaron Fox for a second. I want to talk about DeAaron Fox. Everybody's been talking about DeAaron Fox, right? I mean, he's the tip of the spear. This is the leader of our team. You hear people say we will go as far as Fox takes us. So here's the thing about Fox. Shout out to Matt George of the Locked On Kings podcast. He was having a discussion on his podcast about De'Aaron Fox and was talking about how 20 points per game and below is not going to do it. 20 points a game and below, chances are we lose. 22 points and above, chances are we had a good chance at winning that game. And I agree with what he was saying there. De'Aaron Fox tonight had 18, 7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, and that does hurt. But I want to talk about, I want to talk about that. And then these free throws, 3 of 7. If De'Aaron Fox makes 2 more free throws, we're at 20 points. If he makes 2 more free throws, Harrison Barnes' three-pointer is not necessary. Now, of course, there's a whole game where, the whole, thing about, the butterfly effect. Well, if he did make that free throw, then they got to, one of those second free throws, and they've got to take the ball out, which they can, it could be a different play. Whole game could change and work completely different. And I get that. But still, we would be doing better. And hell, if he hit all of his free throws, or hell, even just missed just 1, so made 1 additional one, now we're up 3 instead of the other way around. Excuse me. Yep, there we go. I had to get back into my iPad. Sorry about that, y'all. So, and if he made all of his free throws, so let's say he made additional 4, now he's at that 22 points per game section that he needs to be at. And if I remember correctly, he averaged 25 or 27 points per game last season, and we're taking a look at that now. Points. This is, 27. How do they have these arranged? What? Okay, that's the season so far. Yeah, so 25.2 points per game last season. De'Aaron Fox he's right now he's averaging 18, and then we're only 4 games in. It's just the start of the season. I get it, but if Fox made his free throws, took 1 less 3, so he was 1 for 4, and then one of those possessions was him going to the rim and either making that bucket and not going to the rim to get fouled, going to the rim, just going to the rim hard, trying to make the bucket, and then since you're going hard to the rim, they're going to try to play hard defense. You're probably going to get fouled, and so it might even be an and one where hopefully you make that 3. My point is, De'Aaron Fox right now is shooting 15% before this game, 15.8% from 3. He's shooting 16% from 3. And this 1 out of 5 is probably going to take that down a little bit more. Stop shooting so many. You don't have to prove anything to us. Like, And the ones that, I mean, I only want De'Aaron Fox taking wide open threes or catch and shoot threes. I don't want him shooting off the dribble no more. It doesn't look bad, but it's not dropping, so it hurts us. He could be swinging the ball back around to someone else and getting them a shot. Like, take one less three, put the ball on the floor. You can shift defenses, make a move. And Fox, when you get into the paint, you got to stop getting to the paint with no plan. When you get into the paint, you need to, when you're open, you need to take the shot, not take one more step closer to the defender. Your advantage is the space in between you and the defender. You've just created that space, especially with the pick and roll. And then you close the gap by getting in closer to the defender. And now they're up on you, smothering you, and you're trying to do some reach around layup or something like that. And you're too close to fade back. They can block that now too. You got to stop that. And these dump passes into the paint, unless there's separation, unless the other guy's defender is out of the play, you can't dump the ball off to him. If the defender's right there, they could just deflect it out of bounds or knock it out of us or pick it off. Fox is lethal in the paint. That's his home, but he's getting in there and then he's like acting like he ain't been there before. It's so bizarre and weird. Yes, we need a point guard that can knock down shots, but like, here's the thing. Fox is not Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons refuses to shoot. Fox is a bad shooter, but Fox will get better. They will drop eventually. And maybe this offseason, that's the only thing he needs to work on. Like, you know, yeah, get stronger, but like, just work on free throws and threes. You know, keep your handles up. You already go to the rim well. Literally just work on free throws and threes. That's it. That's all we need you to work on. And once you do that, if you're hitting, you know, 2.5 threes per game and, you know, get yourself into the 80 percentile for threes, now you're averaging, because last year he averaged 71 from three, 71 from the free throw line and 32% from three, 1.8 out of 5.5 3-point attempts a game. If we change that to 2.5, if he's making 2.5 a game, and then his free throw percentage, instead of being 71, is, you know, 71.9, if it's 79.9, 80, or even 81, 82, De'Aaron Fox is averaging 28 points per game at that point, maybe even 29. He's making 1.5 more threes, so just give him one more three. So that's 28. And then if he's making 2 more threes a game, that's 30. Fox would be averaging 30 points per game if he just changed those two things. Based off, you know, once he gets into a rhythm based off of last season. Right now, he's still finding himself, is what it is. Let's talk about Tyrese Haliburton for a second. Tyrese had 15 points tonight. He was 6 of 11 from the field. He was 2 of 5 from 3. Tyrese Haliburton was a lot more aggressive scoring tonight. And for a rookie, that a lot more is the difference between him having 6 points and him having 15. And we need him to be closer to the 15, 16, even 17, you know, one more made 3 per game. If he could be closer to 16, 17 points per game, that would be extremely, extremely helpful. But when Tyrese is aggressive, good things happen for us. He can get, you know what I'm saying, his floater, or he can get alley-oops, you know, or he can, you know, get screens. And I would like to see him shoot more closer threes. Yes, you can knock down further away threes, but I just want to see you use screens better and just shoot a little bit closer to the line. But Tyrese Haliburton, it's when he's aggressive, good things happen for our team and we can stay in the game. Buddy Hield. When Buddy Hield plays like, I mean, I'm not one of those people that's always looking to trade Buddy Hield for a bag of peanuts just because his bonehead plays on defense or offense annoy me. I'm not one of those people. I see the value in Buddy Hield. Now, I see what those things do, and some of those, Fox is the biggest person who gave up our lead by dribbling into the paint and then turning the ball over or trying to get a foul, not getting it. You know what I mean? Like that's mostly on Fox. But Buddy Hield hurts too when he has 4 turnovers and some of those are in the clutch and he like just dribbles the ball away or tries to pass and Jay Crowder like picks his pass off, like snatches his pass from him and Buddy Hield falls down. Like, yes, it's true. But I mean, overall, the biggest thing really is him just catching and shooting more and us putting the ball in his hands to play make a little less. Buddy can shoot off the dribble. Yes, he can. I only want him taking 1 to 2 of those a game. Well, I'll give him a little bit more. I only want him taking 2 to 3 of those a game. The rest of the time, we've said it before, run plays, catch and shoot, pin downs, come off the curl, put that thing up. That's when Buddy Hield will be the most efficient for us. But nights like this, we need it because he scored the most on the whole entire team. Lastly, Harrison Barnes doing Harrison Barnes things. 10 of 8 from the field, just a very efficient game. 2 of 6 from 3. 1 more of those would have been fantastic, but that's good. I will take that. And 9 rebounds, so almost had a double-double. Thank you, Harrison Barnes, just for being the foundation, the rock on our team. Getting making timely plays on offense and defense, especially offense. He knows when to get to the line, get fouled. He can draw fouls legitimately. He's a professional. He knows how. He's got the body. He's got the IQ. That's that. So biggest takeaway tonight, we got lucky that Devin Booker did not catch fire because we would have been all the way over with the way that DeAaron Fox played. And again, Fox didn't play horrible, but he, especially in the clutch, he almost single-handedly gave up our lead. So he's not been playing terrible overall. He's lost. But in a game like this where he plays fairly well, it's when he goes flat. It's when he decides to just not, play bad. That's when he decides to play bad, it's at the worst possible time in the game. Thank goodness for Harrison Barnes hitting that game winner and putting us over the top. Yeah, and then of course, Chris Paul just kind of he has to be hurt. Like, my gosh, that's not like Chris Paul. I mean, it's like him to have all those assists, but he didn't shoot a single three. I mean, our defense wasn't crazy good. It was tighter this game. It was definitely tighter. But, I will say he wasn't allowed to get to his normal spots at the elbow and rise up, that elbow jumper that he likes to take. A little bit of was us taking that away, and I'm just telling you, he didn't look like normal Chris Paul. And of course, he's a vet, so it's going to take him a little bit of time to work into his mode. I get it. But I'm just talking about things that contributed to us winning, because this one wasn't all on us. We didn't completely beat the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns gave us a hand, and Harrison Barnes sealed it for us. He beat them. He didn't even beat the whole team, but let's say Harrison Barnes put the game away, but the Sacramento Kings did not just beat. We won the game, but we didn't beat the Phoenix Suns. Let's get that straight, okay? Cool. So, but that's a pin in this game. For us, it's a big deal. We move on to having a record of, what are we now? We're 2-3. Double checking that right now. Want to be consistent. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. No. Oh, we're 2-2. All right, so we're 500. Wow, Warriors are undefeated. Well, they're playing like an undefeated team. But yes, right now we are 2-2, a record of 500. I guess we could take a look at this real quick. This is worth seeing for us. So points scored, we're currently 14th. Field goal percentage, we're 20th. Free throw percentage, we're 23rd. 3-point percentage, we're shooting 32.5% from 3. We're 22nd. 3-point shots made, we're 22nd. Total rebounds, we're 14th. Middle of the pack. Middle of the pack for assists, we're 16th. 18th for turnovers. Block shots, we're 21st. So that's where we're at for the season currently, ranking amongst the rest of the NBA. Schedule, let's see who we play next. I know we're on a 4-game road trip. So so we play New Orleans on Friday, October 29th at 5 p.m. Right on. perfect time for the game to start. And then we play Dallas on Sunday at noon or 12:30, October 31st. And then we go and we play the Jazz Tuesday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. And then on Wednesday, okay, so that's the end of our road trip. And then on Wednesday, November 3rd, so it's a back-to-back. So we fly back to Sac, and then New Orleans comes out here. We play New Orleans on Friday, November the 5th. Charlotte flies out. We play Charlotte Sunday, November the 7th. We got Indiana in town, and then we get to run it back against the Phoenix Suns at home November 8th. That's going to be a very important game for us. I would really, really, really like to see us have a different energy and beat the Phoenix Suns. I forget that the Phoenix Suns are in the Pacific Division. I always only think about the California teams, but the Phoenix Suns is right there in the Pacific Division as well. So, you know, the next team that we're playing, we are playing New Orleans. Well, you know what? Hell, since we're here, let's take a look at New Orleans. Hold on, I'm trying to give us a let's get a different vibe going for this transition here. So, bam, there we go. All right, see, we got a little tech popping. So right now, I actually want to go over and look at the Pels. So, Pels are coming off of a loss, so they did lose to ATL tonight. That's right, because what's his name hit like a winning bucket or something like that. I remember down the line, like Bogdanovich knocked the ball out of Brandon Ingram's hands, and then I think it was Hunter was guarding Brandon Ingram, and Brandon Ingram, like, this was their last chance to make a play, and he just, like, he was getting guarded tight, and he just, like, threw the ball up. And yeah, so that didn't really that didn't really go their way. But let's see, there we go. Okay, so they're coming off of an L. They beat Minnesota. Okay, and then they lost those other 3 games. Okay, so points scored, we're averaging 101 right now. They're averaging 101. We're very close in field goal percentage, 44 to their 42. They're shooting a better free throw percentage than us. They're shooting a better 3-point percentage than us. More made than us. They're third in rebounds right now. And we're a little bit ahead of them in assists. Doing better than them with turnovers. And they got more block shots. Makes sense. Brandon Ingram is averaging 27 right now. Barnes is averaging 28. Valanciunas averaging 15. Holmes 10. Devontae Graham is averaging 5 assists. Fox is averaging 6.3. And 2 blocks being averaged for Rashawn Holmes. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 2.0 steals. So, you know, things are looking good in our favor. Zion is still not playing, so we don't have the Zion factor to worry about. But not a game where we can rest on our laurels and think that we can just go in there and win it. We're going to have to play hard. We're going to have to set the tone. We need to run up the score on them really, really quick. I would like to see more ball movement than ever against this team. This is not a very good defense, so we should be able to, you know, move the ball around and just take smarter shots. I would love to. I mean, he's playing against Devontae Graham, who can be a tough player, but I want to see Fox just run it down his throat. I want to see us take Devontae Graham out of the play on screens. I want to see Rashawn Holmes set the most solid screens. I want to see Fox, you know, be better at leading people into screens, and then just taking advantage of what we get, you know, from the basket. You know, get to the basket from there, get to the cup. We can make great things happen if we just play that way against them, and then we'd be 2-3. And we're going to need to be 2-3 because you saw some of the other people that we're going to be going against. You know, going back against the Phoenix Suns, we got the Pacers coming in town. Hornets are coming in town. You know, they are playing a very inspired brand of basketball that is entirely fun to watch. LaMelo Ball, you know, just reinvigorating that team. We got Miles Bridges jumping out of the gym, playing crazy defense, catching all types of lobs, knocking down threes. Gordon Hayward's going to get into a rhythm. It's going to take him a little while. You know, he's a vet, but he's going to get into a rhythm. He's going to be deadly. But everything else that they got going, you know, between the Martin twin and, Book Knight, they got a lot of weapons over there. They are sharing the ball. They're passing it around. They're running the floor. They're getting in transition. They're having fun. And they got an attitude right now. They have an attitude. And they will come in and show us. And last time they were in town, they had a hell of a win on the last second bucket from Malik Monk. And Book Knight is taking over that role. So I'm just not trying to see it go down like that. But it will be a very exciting Kings game to watch. I think it will be very fun. Hopefully DeAaron Fox takes this personally. He needs to take it personally. He needs to take more games personally. I don't think he's taking things personally enough. I mean, he's kind of just out there just playing basketball. And I've heard him, mention, being out there and just playing the game. I also heard him say some things that he needs to do, as far as, leadership role is concerned. But, the time for talking is over. It's time to show and prove. Sacramento, we've been losing too long, and we deserve these wins, and we deserve a team that's going to play like that. Protect your body, Fox, but, get your mental strong and ready, because we are going to go as far as you're going to take us. And to a degree, we can also only go as far as Luke Walton takes us. But I put out a tweet earlier tonight, and I said that, Fox needs to be weaponized. He needs a coach that's going to weaponize him. Luke Walton trusts him and empowers him to make decisions. Basically, go out there and, make the decision you feel is best, and then I'll coach you from there. But we need a coach that's going to weaponize and inspire this guy. Fox needs to be in attack mode. We know that you're not selfish, but we need you to attack. Because when you're attacking, the rest of the team is going to be attacking. But when you're not, and you're just playing basketball, with the physical tools that you have, that's all the rest of the team is going to do. And we don't have enough physical specimens on this team to win off of raw talent and physicality. We have people that are willing to get physical, but our point guard has to be the most physical. Our point guard has to be the most aggressive. And when that's what our point guard is doing, that's what the rest of our team will be doing. And that is when our team will be winning. Thanks so much for joining me here, breaking down this Kings game. Again, this victory that we took over the Phoenix Suns, 110-107, out in Phoenix. I am Skip, a.k.a. Skip and Tosh. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. Please remember to give a thumbs up. And please let me know how you feel about some of the things that I said tonight and about what you saw in this game and about what you think is going to take for this team to get over the hump, to not be the Cardiac Kings, and us having more convincing leads so our stress levels and our cholesterol can go down as Kings fans. Oh my gosh, 15 years of this, 30 years of this. Oh, I can only imagine it has to weigh on our health. Come on, Sacramento Kings. Help your fans be healthier. We deserve it. We earn it. Y'all take care, and I'll be back for the next one. Check me out on twitch.tv/the Sacktown Breakdown. Link is in below. I go live. I'll be playing NBA 2K soon, just talking hoops, talking Kings basketball. And sometimes I do these live on here. And then, so if you want to get a live look of what I'm talking about, or early look at the takes that I'll be giving, make sure you head over there, turn on noties over there. You'll see me over there and get the early take. Thanks so much, Kings fans. Go Kings.